All right. We've all heard Forrest Gump tell us that life is like a box of chocolates because you never know what you're going to get. I'm here to tell you that that's not true. And actually, life is like fishing in the ocean, saltwater fishing. And to help prove my point, I have my buddy Panther here.
Panther?
Panther, yeah, he's sleek. And yeah, I am. That's why it's together. It's actually, I can do like this and make it a little better. So now everyone's more comfortable. Okay.
Yeah, we are.
So this is Panther, and the rod. It represents you, in the sense that rods come in all shapes and sizes, and some are more flexible, some are less flexible. Just like we all have different backgrounds, we all have different characteristics that were instilled in us and different upbringing. However, if your setup is done correctly, you can get to anywhere that you want to go. You can achieve anywhere you want to go. That's the same in fishing. I could have what's referred to as an ugly stick, which is a shabby rod, but if I have a good setup, I'll do well. The reel is this part here, and it is similar to, it's your support system. Just like in life, your support system, your family, the people who love you, who care for you. And just like in fishing, this reel really helps your job become a lot easier. Actually, if you do one turn on this, you can have 6 or 7 turns in pull time. Having a great reel, in this case a Shimano Turium 30, if you're curious, will really help it all go well. Just like having a great support system will really help you get to where you need to go. And just like with this, I do one turn and it works for me. A lot of times, if you have a great support system, if you give effort, the people that love you, they'll recognize the effort and they'll be all in and they'll jump behind you. So it's very similar here. Next, we want to talk about your line. Line is very important as it represents your network and your reputation. Because just like in fishing, the line is responsible for getting your attributes down to your goal and catching that fish or achieving your goal. Also, it is your network because it is vast and it allows you to even get in the realm in which you're trying to get. In my case, 360 feet of water. In someone else's case, maybe in a boardroom, maybe in an interview, maybe in an elevator, just because you were told that they're coming down now and you positioned yourself. That's a network. And also your reputation. Because if your reputation is shabby, just like if your line is shabby, it'll ruin everything. It'll ruin everything, and you will not be able to catch the fish that you want. It doesn't matter how good your rod is. It doesn't matter how together your reel is. It doesn't matter how cool your lure is. If you don't have a good line, it's all going to be for naught. In fishing, we call this a bird's nest. It's actually connected to the reel, but for this purpose, we're going to connect it with the line. And it's the same principle. And if you aren't prepared in life to have a great reputation and actually follow through people's word, then no one's going to refer you. Your network is going to be horrible, and everything that you've worked for is all going to go down the drain. Similarly, he's like, dude, okay, similar here. If I have this is like a almost $500 setup. This is $12 worth of line. My line is messed up. I'm shot for today. I'm shot for today. Absolutely shot for today. Now, the most important part is the lure. And for this, I do have to let it down, guys, just so you can see and be entrapped, ensnared by the greatness of this. Now, as you see here, I'll put it in the middle. Your lure represents you. Your lure represents your characteristics, your tenacity, your goals, because it's the most important part. This in itself, what actually is what attracts your goal to you. Now, granted, in life we don't always know what we're gonna get, but you know what you're fishing for, right? And just like in life, if you position yourself to achieve these goals, if you look at people who have done it before, think about what are the requirements. You can outline a trajectory path for yourself, and be on case. And also, if the rod breaks and your reel messes up, but your network and your characteristics are together, you can still get the fish. There was a time in which I was ill prepared for these yellowtails that I was going out for, and actually my drag was too tight, and then the reel snapped on me. So we had to cut the line, and I had to pull in these big yellowtails, bare hand and with a lure, and we got them in. So that shows that if you have those two, you can still be successful in achieving your goal. It's just a lot more difficult. And also, once your support system and all of this is intact, you'll be on your way to finding those Nemos for me, whatever goal it is for you. And with that being said, the next time someone asks you, where you been, what you been doing, just tell them that you've been going fishing and you can catch anything.
Ooh.
All right, I'm done. Thank you.